Hey mushroom fans, it's Anna. I am looking down at a recently retrieved specimen of Hericium erinaceus. The common name for this is the lion's mane mushroom. It is a very popular edible wild mushroom. It is also cultivated and you can find it in the store. But this is one of the edible mushrooms in our area that's really prized. It has a very winning sort of crab flavor and consistency, so it's great for making mushroom crab cakes. At any rate, I'm sitting at the base of a really old willow oak tree, and as is very common with Hericium erinaceus, it was growing way up in a little divot and wound in the tree's side. So identification of Hericium erinaceus is really quite simple. There just aren't a lot of other things in this universe that look like them. So first of all, it is a decomposing mushroom, so you'll find it growing on wood. It typically grows up in trees. Like a lot of wood decomposing mushrooms, you'll find them on fallen logs, and that'll occasionally happen with Hericium, but very frequently it's that mushroom that you just can't reach, or it's a mushroom that you have to at least be looking up a little bit to find. So it has the name lion's mane for a pretty obvious reason. Instead of having, gills or pores or another fertile surface, lion's mane has a lot of little teeth, and they are, about, well, let's see, you can see they're very fibrous and separable. So they are these sort of pieces of flesh that you can string apart very easily, which also makes it kind of nice. Again, any of the recipes that use crab work pretty well with this mushroom. Ideally, when the mushroom is fresh, it'll be like completely white on the outside. This one has taken a little bit of age. And so typically with lion's mane that has been around for a few days, you'll start to see a lot of yellowing on the tips of these teeth. That said, usually it's not actually rot. Oftentimes it's just the mushroom has dried out. So I'm going to open it up, and as you can see on the inside, it is completely white. It's nice and tender. I mean, this is a firm mushroom, and it does require a good bit of cooking, but for lion's mane, it's quite tender. It's, very pliable. Also, the base of these teeth is really nice and tender and soft. So I'm extraordinarily excited about it. To give you a sense of how big of a moment this is, I have been looking for lion's mane pretty aggressively for the last few weeks. It's been a really good season for them, and I found a couple, but they've always been out of reach, and so being able to find a mushroom that I can reach, that I'm interested in eating, is a big win. I also spent all morning, like 3.5 hours, wandering around. I found a lion's mane that was growing in the butt of a tree. I knocked it out and promptly knocked it into a hole, like this big hollow in the tree, so it fell all the way to the bottom. There's absolutely no way to retrieve it. So I've been feeling really melancholy and sorry for myself. I am about 5 blocks from my house, and I had resigned myself to not finding or eating any lion's mane today, or maybe not this season, because I am prone to melodrama. However, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this lion's mane hanging out in this tree, decided to pull over and collect it and share it with you, and I'm very hopeful that I can make some crab cakes that are both delicious and savory, and will scratch my itch and check Hericium erinaceus off of my hit list for the year.